Hello everybody and welcome to CraftWise. It's me, Swifty, and as promised, today it is episode 5, so we are going to go in search of Camelot. Well, I say we're going to go in search of it, I already know where it is, because I have found the perfect place. But we're going to need to sleep, because we don't want to go there in the night and wake up all the mobs. So, we're about to enter the nether, get onto the roof, and head to Camelot. And here it is. The portal I closed off earlier. I didn't have any building blocks with me at the time, so all I had was chests, so villagers were actually spewing out onto the nether roof. So, here it is. Welcome to Camelot. This is going to be our new home, and I think the scenery here is absolutely beautiful. Let's just get up here, and I'll show you around. So over here we have this huge great big mountain, which is going to add an amazing backdrop, because we're going to build a big castle up here. We're going to have it all the way around, like stretching right out around the borders, and we'll go over to here. We have a huge lake over to one side. Oh, and I want to show you something that I'd never seen before. And I found this kind of strange. Just at the back of here is this. There's all this netherrack. So this was a generated portal, but it's generated into the building, which is a bit strange. Yeah, I found that a little bit weird. So, but anyway, the reason why we're here today is not just to have a look around at the pretty scenery and all the amazing things that's all around here. It's to do this. I have loads of torches, so I am going to light up all of this area. Maybe I'll do a little time-lapse.
You used to stop this world from spinning. Like Superman, you were the only one to find the strength in all that I was dealing with this life, like kryptonite. And if you keep me close, every minute in this hourglass, you hold.
That, my friends, took a lot longer than what I thought it was going to take. An absolute lot longer. So, the time lapse was probably about a minute at most of me spamming all those torches, where I spammed about 8 stacks of torches. But we've got everything all lit up. I used the lighting indicator, and there's the odd spot here and there that I missed, but we'll find that over time. As long as it's... No, I missed a piece just there, look. We'll find it over time, and as long as it's the majority of the place is safe. I've been pretty much all the way over there, pretty much all the way up to around the mountain area, and all the way down towards the beach. But I found a lot of caves, and I mean a lot of caves in... Oh, hello, there's some more down here. All little tiny windy little caves, and they were a pain to get lit up. Let's just put one there. I don't like it being like level 1. Yeah, so I went down a lot of those and I found a massive, massive cave system. But what do you reckon to this for a back garden? Doesn't that just look amazing? And then you have the other side. Where I was just over here. This is one of these caves that I had to go down. This is just fabulous. This is exactly what I was wanting in. Oh, there's a couple of areas I've just seen there. Like I said, we'll not get them all, but as long as the majority of the space around the village is not 0, that's all I'm really... See, there's another cave down there that I went in. I didn't do any of this down here. So, back at the village. As I was saying beforehand, there's... Oh, look at the view. It's just breathtaking everywhere that you go around this little place. I just love it. And at night... Yeah. Yeah, there's a whole sort of storyline that I want to do with Camelot. I do want to create the whole kingdom. I'm probably going to leave this village to start with, but it will be getting moved. We'll put them into better accommodation, like the villagers. I want to keep as many of the villagers around as I possibly can. What I'm sort of thinking is either filling all this in and bringing this up and building a castle right out to about here somewhere, or to remove this completely. I may possibly remove rather than fill, because that way I'm going to have a lot bigger area to work with and it'll give me a better canvas. And look at that down there, right near the village. That's not good. The last thing that we need is creepers coming in and zombies breaking down doors and all sorts of nonsense. We need to keep these people safe. We need to keep our civil Camelot safe. That we are going to be the protectors of the people. And we can protect them better if we sleep. So, I am going to get my thinking cap. Oh. Wow. I'm going to get my thinking cap on and I'm going to start thinking on where I want to tackle this first. I think I might just bite the bullet. Probably stick my beacon down here somewhere, like in the middle of this, and probably just start mining all this out and get it all flat. I may enlist the help of others, because this is going to be a huge task to clear out, and I may need some assistance. Whether it'll be as like a friendly gesture or whether it'll cost me some diamonds, I don't know. So, right, I think I'll start planning towards that effect. Well, we're back at the starter base, and Ninja is online. Well, she's online, but it looks to be as if maybe AFK. I don't know. We need to speak to Ninja because we need different flavours of wool. So we need to get a book, write down what we need. Okay. So we'll order for Swifty. We're probably put a space there. Right, we will sign that. Sign and close. Okay, so now we have a book. Now we need a lectern, and voila. So, oh, we'll probably need a sign as well, won't we? Let's take one of those. Oh, she's on. Ninja is on. Let's go and see if we can find her. Just knock at the door. Hello? I need this. I'm not sure what's happening right now. Right. Okay. There's some sign language action going on there. Right. Oh! I have all my things turned off. Let's try it again. I was completely muted.
Yes, I do realise this.
Right, okay, so yeah, that's my wool order. As you probably can tell.
Yes, I gathered that.
So 3 flavours: strawberry, lime and lemon.
Why are we having flavoured wool?
It's just me. I'm just going to start calling things flavours from now on.
Okay.
So yes.
Okay. Where would you like me to put your order once it is complete?
You could. Oh, I don't think it will fit in my mailbox, will it?
Hold on. You've got 12, 8, and 8. No, it won't.
No,
Because your mailbox is a barrel.
Yeah. Shh.
If it were a double chest, it would fit.
I will possibly put a double chest outside my house, then near my mailbox.
Okay.
I think I may have enough chests.
Yeah, I think you might.
Okay.
Oh, also,
and how much is that?
Yeah.
Like, how much is that in diamonds?
Did I give you your thingy back? I don't know where I put it. Is it in there? No. Did I make it? I don't know. Well, it's not in there. Did I give you your conduit back?
No.
Did I not put it in with your? Did I not put it in with your I want to say croutons. It's not croutons. Did I not put it in with your nether stuff I found in the chest in the gold farm?
No. It's all right.
Where the hell did I put it?
I'm in no rush. I'm in no rush for that. So how much is the wool retailing at these days? That looks like an elephant. That really does look like an elephant. with a big nose and fluffy ears. Dumbo!
Oh. Oh, damn it. Nope. Escape, escape, escape!
I guess it's kind of dangerous
I
up here.
still... It's not that dangerous. There are hidey holes, it's good.
Yeah, so how much in diamonds is this going to cost?
I still don't have a breakdown of prices. I don't know how much I'm supposed to be charging for stuff.
Well,
which is not very helpful.
I don't know how many diamonds that you want to sell a stack of wool for.
What's the price usually for it? I don't know.
I don't know.
This is why I asked for a price list. I still haven't gotten one.
We did. We had a price list in Discord.
Nope, that thing was useless.
Everyone else has said that as well.
Because it didn't state prices. They weren't actual prices on that stupid price list because it wasn't real. It was a fake price list. It was crap.
Yeah. I don't know on how much people charge. I don't know. I really don't know. I've just been making my prices up as I go along, like what I think is reasonable for like this stage of the game.
Yes. Alright, what would you suggest is the RRP for this?
Well, I would say because it's a big order, I'd knock slightly a bit off, but because it's still early game, it's still worth a fair bit. So how many is there? I can't remember how many stacks in total is it? Is it 16?
16 plus 12. So you got, what's that?
28?
28. 28 stacks.
28. So...
Yeah.
25 diamonds. It's about a diamond a stack.
About, yeah.
Is that about right? About a diamond for a stack of wool?
Yep. Okay.
25 diamonds. I kind of don't want to throw them. Can I put them in this chest? I'll put them in this chest because I don't want to throw them. Because I don't want to throw them.
No!
There you go. Then you can put them wherever you want. Right. Time to get some wood then, I guess. I'm just going to drop these things off in my mailbox. So I've got a nice clean inventory. Don't need that. I don't need that. I definitely don't need them. I'm going to get tons of sticks anyway. So, oh, better put down a double chest. Let's take 2 of those out. Hello, Mr. Frosty. There we go. Oh, let's put a sign on it. Well, I seem to have put it off long enough. I think it is time to go to Camelot and level the place. Terraform it. Oh, it's going to be such a long job to do. One that I have been putting off now for a couple of days. So, we've got to level it all and then mark out all the borders and where the village is and the castle's going to go. Oh, it's going to take ages. Oh, but first I think I've got to go and check Ninja's sheep. Yeah, well, Ninja's sheep all seem to be doing okay. I might need to check my sugarcane. I better check that. Harvesting sugarcane. And whoops. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I better check my iron. Yep. And we need to burn all the poppies. And harvest all my nether wart. Replant nether wart. And feed the parrot. Okay, it doesn't want fed. Okay, so I've put it off. Yeah, I've run out of excuses on... I could have swore I just heard a drowned. Yeah, I've pretty much run out of excuses, so... Okay, let's go to Camelot. Let's go and do this thing. Let's clear it off. Put up the borders. And here's a bit of a time-lapse. That's probably going to have taken me 2 or so days to do.
You used to stop this world from spinning. Like Superman, you were the only one to find the strength in all that I was dealing with this life, like kryptonite. And if you keep me close, every minute in this hourglass you hold. Oh, 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 and when I fall too deep, will you be there when I wait to save me? A superhero in me. A superhero in me. You called my soul when I was falling. You moved the clouds to stop me from hitting the ground. In every goal there was a meaning, for this love ain't kryptonite. And if you keep me close, every minute in this hourglass you hold. Oh, 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 and when I fall too deep, will you be there when I wait to save me? A superhero in me. A superhero in me.
So, it's finished. That was a couple of days of pure grind. I got a lot of resources out of that, which are all going to come in handy for building Let's look. Stone. Got some emerald ore. Plenty of coal ore. I switched my pickaxes, so I did mine out some cobblestone, gravel, and whatnot. So we've got plenty of iron ore as well. Some other little bits and bobs. I thought that was a nitwit. More cobblestone, and then stone, more stone, and more stone. And then over here we've got all the dirt that we need. And then those two chests are pretty much what I use to fill up all this land around. So the next thing is, as you can see, a lot of the areas where we're going to be building the village out to is like a bit like this. I've sort of asked a couple of the others for like advice on what I should do. Do I terraform the whole thing or whatever? But there's a couple of areas I want to remove, like the high spots off of here. So I am, but it's the general consensus is to have this and leave like the natural sort of look to it. So we're going to take this right the way out to here and then start to have this slope off down here. I don't know how, I'm not a good terraformer, so I don't know how I'm going to do that yet. I'm definitely not going to be filling the whole thing in like with solid blocks. It's just going to be an outer shell with, you know, like a torches underneath. I'm going to construct this into some form of bridge that like wraps around, which joins the two together. But I'm not going to have it like all at this height. So I'll show you what I mean once we get down here. And I had to light these up because I actually got knocked off there yesterday. A skeleton actually spawned and it literally shot me off. So yeah, I'm going to have like this bridge. It's not going to be up at this height. It's going to be just above here. And I'm going to make this stone bridge. And then I'm going to have it like wrap around here. Like a traveller's bridge. And then it's going to connect these two villages together. The green and the yellow villages together. But not only that, is we've got some really nice sort of scenery like that goes into some caves under here, like water caves and things. So I want to incorporate that as if, you know, our ships can come in off of the sea, they swirl around into here, and then they sort of travel through into these things. And I do want to create like a waterfall at some point round here. So as you can see, like this is going to connect into here. How we do that yet, I have no idea. I've got no designs what's in mind. Right, this is the bit that's going to be like quite tricky because I want some of the buildings from down here to be going up here, but there's still a lot of, you know, a lot of mound up there, and I don't know how I would like get buildings. You know, if there was a building here, do I completely remove this segment and flatten it out and place a building on it, or do I take just a little bit off and then put the building and maybe put it on stilts or something, or do I build the land up around the building like to encase it or something and then have like a step out? But the other thing that we've also got to contend with is we've got a lot of these little caves and things dotted about, and if you're not careful you can fall down some of the holes because some of them are quite steep. Like there's maybe one you just walk in and you just drop, so maybe some of those I'll fill in. But yeah, look, there's another one. Like you could just literally walk off the end of there and drop straight into it. Tuco was over here the other day when we were having a look around, and we were like generating the area, and he was just every couple of minutes he's like, "Oh, hole," which I thought was like really funny at that point. But yeah, we're gonna have like farmland down here and like blacksmith shops, and what I'm sort of thinking is the farmland and the house lands are gonna be further out, so you'll probably get like the farm areas around here because they're like bigger, and then like the fishery sort of places, maybe like the foresters over this sort of area, and then yeah, well, it's getting night time, so I better get to sleep and see what we can get done. So I'm pretty much all terraformed out for now. So what I thought, oh, there's a flower in my face. So what I thought I would do was do a little bit of building. Yeah, I think we've done enough terraforming for one episode. There's still a little bit to do up the top there. So what I thought, I'd start our first building of Camelot. And I'm going to start with a farm, and I'm going to place it somewhere just around about here. Got a bit of little tiny bit of terraforming to do to get rid of this nastiness down here and level this bit out, and yeah, and then we can start the build. So we'll go and jump into a time lapse right now, and we'll get this thing done.
You used to stop this world from spinning. Like Superman, you were the only one to find the strength in all that I was dealing with this life, like kryptonite. And if you keep me close, every minute in this hourglass, you hold.
And with that done, that is this first building in Camelot almost finished. There's a little few things that we've still got to do, which we'll do at a later point, which is out the back. We'll sort of plough sort of these fields over here. We'll put a nice sort of fence going around. And what we'll do is we'll plough some fields. We'll get some mangrove roots and waterlog them to keep the fields hydrated, and we'll put them right the way down to the back here and surround the fields with little bits like that. And so the actual design of the house, I think this is rather a little cozy cottage, like farm cottage. Ignore the sign, that's for my purpose. So yeah, I've used some of the mangrove wood over here to give it like a red tint to the roof, because like my colour themes are going to be like the red and the black and things like that. And we've taken some of like the designs from over at the starter base, like with the sandstone and the cobbled, but I've added andesite instead of the stone bricks. So yeah, and then we've got like these little spruce pillars going up the wall, and then I really like this design, like the wooden planks. And what I've done is I've alternated between the mangrove and spruce to give it like a kind of, to make it look like it's been repaired, you know, like repaired on a budget. So it's a bit weathered and, you know. So inside, no interior as yet, but here we're going to have like a fireplace. This will come down. We'll do the interior at a later point, but this is going to house 4 villagers. So that's the reason why I've got this sign out here. 4 beds, 3 jobs, because there's 3 job blocks over here. We've got 2 composters over this side, and we've got a composter over this side, which should technically give us 3 farmers into this little village. And there's an extra bed just in case. So we're going to fit that upstairs like the beds. I've put them in down the bottom for now, just to remind me. Obviously, I've got the sign as well. But yeah, so we've got a couple of lanterns, and around here we've got some hay bales with the composters. All the light levels are are good, so this area is like unspawnable. And we've got this really large, oversized chimney at the back, so which I really do love. I like that because it gives it like a sort of a, you know, it doesn't look out of proportion with the actual roof itself, and it looks like it's just hanging on there and just sitting there. So I really like that. And the other thing that I really like is, I've seen this somewhere, is by putting leaf blocks in strips as like window boxes, and then adding signs around them to sort of give them like a sort of bound, like fence type look. So just another little added feature. So once we get some like flowers and things like that around there, I think this will look really nice. And then obviously we've got to make like the pathways coming out. I don't know where they're going to go as yet, so I'll start linking pathways once we've got a few more builds into this area. But one of the next sort of things that I want to try and do is, what I'm going to do is, I think I'm going to extend this yellow border sort of down this way a slight bit, because what I'd like to do next is I'd like to sort of build a couple of fisherman hut places, so we can have a couple of them dotted down and around here, but we've got to do a little bit of terraforming to get them to fit in. So we've got to sort of manipulate this hill. I was going to manipulate it anyway, to a certain extent, because I think the slope up here is a little bit too steep to like get pathways and stuff up here. But I do want a sort of incline going up towards this village. We may need to take some of that off of the top. But overall, yeah, I think that looks like quite a little cozy sort of area. And I've left some bits inside those chests to do the interior at a later point. So yeah, that really is all about the farm. That one is complete. We will have another farm sort of building. I'm not sure where I'm going to put that yet. Maybe I'll sort of have that over this area sort of thing, and then that'll house like a couple of pigs and cows and stuff. And what I'm going to do with that is I'm going to add the cauldrons in there, so they're like the leather workers, and have them in there, and then we'll have like the fields going in. So again, we've got to do a little bit more terrain manipulation. I don't want to alter it too much, but I don't want to push it back far too much, because we are going to then end up with this really steep sort of look over here. So I need to be quite clever how I do this, and I don't know how I'm going to do it as yet. Once I've actually designed that building, the actual cattle building, I'll probably understand how I'm going to manipulate the terrain. So yeah, that's about it for this episode. It's about time we've wrapped it up. I hope you enjoyed this episode, and remember, if you liked what you've seen, feel free to drop me a like, drop me a comment, or if you really liked the video, give me a bit of a follow. It does help. And I will see you in the next episode. It's going to be fantastic, because we're going to get some more buildings done, and I just am super excited about doing this project, and I just can't wait to get on with the next buildings and get a lot more of this village done. And then hopefully within the next few episodes we can even start to prep the castle for getting ready to be built, and the surrounding areas of course too, because this is going to be a really, really big build. So take care, guys. I couldn't get the words out. Have a fantastic day or night. See you all later. Bye for now.